열쇠. 아까 이거 아까 이거랑 비밀 열쇠랑 이거였어.
I can only take one key.
아, 하나만? 이거 안 가져갈 건데.
No.
잠깐만. 이거 가져갈 건데.
I can
그러면?
only take one key.
다시 놔야겠다. 이거 가져갈 건데. 저게 비밀? 이라고 되어 있는 건 들어가야 되는 데고, 여기고, 여기였잖아요. 요걸 먼저 들어가야 되니까.
Closed.
뭐야, 열쇠 쓰면 되잖아.
There we are.
됐어.
It is simplicity itself. Watson, put the key back in its place before the manager notices that it's missing.
I shall be quick.
빨리 가, 왓슨 바보야.
I managed to return the key without being seen.
잘했어.
Perfect. Let's go in.
무슨 방이야?
What a stink! This bottle is full of barbiturate acid. We use it in medicine sometimes as a tranquilizer.
진정제. 왓슨이 의사라 다행이네.
A ventilation window.
환풍구가 있네요.
This bill hook is very thin and solid. This stick will serve as a weapon or for something else.
All this material must be for heating opium before smoking it.
데우는 기회가 있네요.
Phew!
저기도 환풍구가 있는데.
Phew!
This small opening.
아, 여기가 경비가 지키는 방이래.
Holmes, shh, listen.
Yeah, but that's different. I don't mind getting money for killing, but he was a sort of pope or something. And we
얘를
didn't even
죽였네.
get...
말은 못해.
Yeah, I know. I got nice rich man's boots. They must be worth about £20.
여기 있네, 범인들.
But even so, and the boss ain't happy. And when I see him
두목이
unhappy,
있다는데?
I'm afraid. I don't fancy ending up like Kurtz. Perhaps you're right. But we'll have a chance to
안
make
듣는
up
거야?
for it.
뭐라고?
We just have to get it right this time. Because he won't forgive us so easily next time.
They are the bishop's murderers, Holmes. The fiends.
Calm down, Watson. We'll have to take care of the guard at the entrance. I think we should be able to
경비를
find something
재우고
in this
굴로
place
가서
that would put an elephant to sleep.
Very good. But then what?
Then we take care of those two devils.
잠깐만. 그러면 뭐 조합을 해봐요. 아, 밑에부터 뭐 있다.
Small balls of opium. I'll
오피움.
take a spoonful. I need some.
아편?
I need.
뭐 조합되는 거 있나? 조합되는 게 없는데? 그러면 이 기계를 이용해서 해보자. 못을
I need.
아편을 넣고
I need.
여기다
I
넣고
need.
안 되는데? 아, 됐다. 아편을 넣고 끓여야 되잖아, 이거를. 불로 붙이고.
Holmes, do you really think that this is the appropriate moment?
Don't worry, Watson. My mind only requires stimulation when it is unoccupied. That is not the case at the moment. I am merely heating these opium balls to obtain a liquid solution.
홈즈가 아편을 많이 했다 그러지. 됐는데 잠깐만. 액상 아편이 됐고 조합은 안 되는데. 여기 뭐 있다.
A syringe that could be
주사기.
useful.
Phew! What a stink! This
진정제.
bottle is full of barbiturate acid. We use it in medicine sometimes as a tranquilizer. You have a potentially very powerful sedative there, Holmes. Be careful, such a dose could be lethal.
온다.
door shouldn't be open.
Let's
잠그나 봐.
hide, Holmes.
This place isn't very favorable for that. I hate the idea, but we will have to rely on luck.
잠겼어.
It's locked.
아씨, 못 나가네. 큰일 났다.
We've been locked in.
그랬는데? 일로 나가야지.
I think that window is large enough for us to squeeze
낫으로
through.
자른 다음에
This
나가야지. 뭐.
window is well and truly stuck. We'll have to pull it free.
잠깐만. 이거 액상 아편을 여기다가 주사기에다가 오케이. 그리고 여기 수면 주사로 됐어요. 진정제까지 되니까 아편과 진정제를 넣었더니 수면 주사.
I think that
여기를
window.
This window is well and truly stuck. We'll have to pull it free.
낫으로 잘라.
It's open, but this window is damnably heavy. We need something to keep it wedged open.
아까 못 있었지. 못으로 받쳐.
Good.
Good.
We can get out of here. After you, my dear fellow.
Very well, Holmes.
어씨, 큰일 날 뻔했어. 나왔어? 이거 도로 가져가야 되는 거 아니야?
What do you think?
자, 저거 지키고 있는 애 주사기로.
It's time to take action, Watson. Go and distract the brute guarding the door.
What? Why don't you do it yourself? You're an expert boxer after all.
It's not a matter of fighting. It's a matter of luring him to me.
Ah, I see. I
아, 이렇게
imagine that
못
the
깨달아.
sedative is
왓슨
for him.
멍청해.
Well deduced, Watson.
머리가 안 돌아가네.
Do something to bring the guard towards me. Good luck, Watson.
내가 이겨내야 돼?
Sir, would you be so good as to come here?
왜 안 해? 어?
You again? I've already told you there's nothing to see here. Understood?
다시 해야 되네. 야, 어떻게 해야 돼? 한참 앞으로 갔을 때 나가야 되나?
Do something to bring the guard towards me. Good luck, Watson.
Sir,
가자. 또 안 됐어? 뭐야? 이거 뭐야? 이거 뭐야? 어떻게 하라는 거야?
Do something to bring the guard towards me. Good luck, Watson.
sir,
이렇게 해서? 아, 여기 목에 표시가 있구나. 됐다. 야, 이거 한 방에 야크가 한 방에 돌아가? 됐다. 어떡하지? 방으로 들어가야 돼. 잠겨 있는 거 아니야?
No, not that way. We must take them by
아,
surprise.
이쪽이 아니야.
let's get to the corridor by these stairs, Holmes.
알았어, 알았어. 아, 여기 연결돼 있네. 아, 근데 완전 취했는데. 야, 죽여도 돼요?
Holmes, what on earth are you
말
doing?
못하는 애는 죽여도 되지 않나?
No! Stop! Put your hands up! Don't try anything clever!
우리가 잡았는데, 씨.
You're under arrest. Take them away.
So be it. Come, Watson. Let us go.
왓슨이 안 말렸으면 죽였다. 얼마 후.
But why have we come back to Baker Street? It would have been better to join Baines to interrogate those criminals.
No. In the hands of the police, those crooks won't talk, and you know it. They risk being hanged.
I don't understand anything here.
We must explore all our leads. Let us take a look at the map of London.
교도소를 갔다 오자. 교도소 가야지 또 거기 뭐 신문하는 사람 있다며.
Here we are at the famous Westgate prison,
Westgate
one of the
교도소.
oldest and surest in the kingdom.
I've heard that it is soon going to be demolished. Don't you find it strange that it still houses criminals as dangerous as Hans Schielmann?
There's nothing strange about it, Watson. The name of this prison is linked with numerous failed escape attempts. As long as it stands, the criminals will fear it.
Good morning, gentlemen. Are you expected?
No, but we wish to meet with one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
I'm afraid that at the moment that is impossible. Access to the cells is controlled strictly. You can't go there without permission from the director.
Then would you be so good as to announce us? I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson.
닥터 왓슨.
Famous Holmes
홈즈와
and Watson.
왓슨입니다.
What an honour. My name is Brighton. Frank Brighton. I'm afraid that I can't announce you. I'm not allowed to leave my post, under any circumstances. But I'm sure that the director won't refuse to see you, even without an appointment. Do you see the corridor behind the reception? Follow it to the secretary's office. You'll find
펜이
him
있어서
there.
다행이네요.
Thank you, Warden Brighton. One last thing. Hans Schielmann received any visits lately?
None. And I'm sure because I've
방문자가
dealt with
없었어요.
receiving visitors for several weeks now. I volunteered because it's a calm post to be in. We don't get many visitors and it gives me time to write. Just
아,
like you,
글쓰기를
Dr. Watson.
좋아했구나.
I enjoy literature and the...
그래서
Very
펜이구나.
good. Thank you.
사인이라도 좀 해줘.
That was very impolite, Holmes. That man admires our work. You could have given him...
Another time. Let's go and meet the director of the prison.
뭔가 수상한 게 있나 보지 얘한테 홈즈가 느끼기에는.
Sorry, sirs. I'm on duty. I can't help you.
되게 무리하게 끊었는데 말을. 어드미니스트레이션 여긴가?
Closed.
당연히 잠겨있지. 어디있지?
The
체크룸.
locker room. This is where the
Locker room?
prisoners' things are kept.
Closed.
다 잠겨있네. 씨.
Let us go to the secretary's office.
세크터리. 귀서가 있네. 졸고 있네.
Good morning. Miss.
Oh, excuse me, I dropped off. Good morning, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
I am Sherlock Holmes, and
되게
this is
민망하겠다.
Dr.
졸고 있을 때
Watson. We
들어가서.
would like to talk to the director.
I'll just go and see if he can receive you.
Tiredness, pale face, stiffness. I believe that the young lady is expecting a happy event.
아편하는 거 아니야?
It seems so.
빨리 뒤져봐야지. 없을 때.
This small rack is for urgent letters to be given immediately to the director.
This charming secretary
Jenny
is Miss
Patterson.
Jenny Patterson.
많이 들어봤는데 제니 패터슨. 차.
Hot tea.
할 게 없는데?
What should we do next, Holmes?
몰라. 내가 모르니까 너한테 물어보려고 그랬지.
The director's office, Mr. P. Patterson.
패터슨이라고? 둘 다 패터슨이네.
Strange. The director and
그러네.
the secretary have the same name.
교도소장이랑 비서랑 같은 가문이야?
I'm delighted to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I am Paul Patterson, director of this establishment. You wish to talk to me? I hope this unexpected visit isn't to announce bad news.
No, do not worry. We are investigating an affair of the highest importance, one which could potentially affect the security of the kingdom. Therefore, it is imperative that we interview one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
Hans, the rat killer. He's been in here for a long while now, and he's had no contact with the outside. How could he be involved in such an affair?
That is what we would like to find out.
And you have been commissioned by Scotland Yard?
Evidently.
출입증 보여줘.
Very well. I have complete confidence in you, Mr. Holmes. I will draw up a pass that you should give to Warden James in the guardroom. He will show you to the cells.
Thank you, Director.
Keep me informed of your progress. And if there is anything else, don't hesitate to let me know.
We shall certainly do so.
가족 관계 좀 물어볼까?
Miss Patterson, you have the same
조카인가?
name
조카?
as the director. Are you related?
Come, Watson. Anyone who might have made the slightest study of anthropology
아,
would have
아버지였어?
noted the similarities between the young lady and her father.
Mr. Holmes is right. I am his daughter, but he doesn't like to talk about it. I
지금
think he's
졸고
afraid of
있었구만,
being
낙하산이라.
accused of favoritism.
I'm sure it was your qualities alone which secured you this position, miss.
If you must try out your powers of seduction, then what do you say about using them on the rat killer?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
안내해준다 그랬는데.
Closed.
열어볼까?
Closed.
다 잠겨 있겠지? 얘한테 주고 안내받자. 야, 아저씨 앞으로 가야 돼?
Sorry, sirs.
아, 얘가 아닌가? 제임스한테 주라 그랬는데? 아, 여기 누가 있나 보다.
Ah, you've got a pass for the high security area. It's the door at the end. Go ahead.
아, 알았어. 가기 전에 나 좀 정보 좀.
It is about the signing in book. This information board is almost empty. Strange, in view of the activity in the prison.
이제 뭐랄까 거의 왜 나가?
It is potassium nitrate, isn't it?
Yes. Saltpeter or whatever.
왜 저걸 나가서 보지? 버그인가 봐.
My name is Peter James, Chief Warden, and this is Deputy Warden O'Sullivan.
I imagine I will find Hans Schielmann behind these bars in the basement.
Yes, the high security cells are down there.
Is this the only access?
Yes, there was a second door at the end of the main hall, but it's been blocked up as a security measure.
Thank you, Chief Warden.
딱 가니까 없는 거
At
아니야?
your service. If you require further information, Warden Mackenzie will help you. He's at his post in the basement.
Mr. Holmes, I am a huge admirer of yours. I have followed all your cases and successes with the
너무
greatest
유명한데?
interest.
What enthusiasm. Have you ever thought of a career in the police force?
Have I thought about it? It's my dream.
음.
And I'm going to try my chance once this establishment closes down.
교도소가 지금 곧 닫을 거라.
I'm studying hard for the examination to get into police school.
Tell me about the prisoners, Warden James.
We only have a few. As you might be aware, the days of this place
되게
are
편하겠다
numbered.
여기 일하는
Therefore,
사람들.
we no longer receive new prisoners. Those who are already here are among the most dangerous in London. We have 3 at the moment.
주사냥꾼
Hans the
한수와
Rat
플린트
Killer
형제
and the
두
Flint
명.
brothers.
The Flint brothers.
Yes, 2 rather simple-minded
Oh.
maniacs who detest one another despite their relation.
형제끼리 으른거리는데.
They massacred their parents and decapitated their neighbours. It took more than 9 policemen to overpower them.
끔찍하네.
There isn't any information on the notice board. Should there be notes about duties?
Yes, there should be, but Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard's assignments for this week yet. It's not like her. Usually she
패터슨
does
양이
it first
왜
thing in
안
the
붙였지?
morning. Without these instructions, the guard in the basement won't be changed. I would go and get them, but I don't want the director to catch me there. He's very strict. Doesn't like us wandering around when we're on duty. And it would get his daughter in trouble. He's not being very pleasant.
아, 이래서 가족이 같이 있으면 불편해.
Don't want to make things worse.
How does not having the information about guard duty stop you from ensuring the watch in the basement?
Because of the system of opening the doors,
아,
Mr. Holmes.
느낌이 없다.
As you
지금
can see,
탈옥한 것
they are
같다.
equipped with a mechanical
지하가
timer which
무방비야.
answers to a code. When the timer stops, that is to say at the end of each watch, the doors block automatically and the code is reset. It is therefore impossible to open the doors without the new code.
And who has the code?
Only the guard who takes the new watch. He's the only one who can open the envelope that it's kept in. He learns it by heart and destroys the message.
Very clever. But let's look at the limits of this procedure. One false note and the system falls apart.
See you later, Mr. Holmes.
아, 이거 수상한데?
This device must be the alarm.
내려가 보자. 있나 없나? 없을 것 같아.
Here's the famous high security area.
Warden Mackenzie, at your service, sir.
Good morning, Warden. I have a pass which allows
Hans.
me to speak with prisoner Hans.
Very well. It is the cell at the end to your left. I'd advise you to walk in the middle of the corridor.
왜 저런 건 범죄자가 나를 끌어당길 수 있기 때문에 가는 대로 가야 돼요. 아마 양옆으로 가면은 얘들이 날 잡아 끌 거야. 조심해야 돼. 여기 아무도 없네. 좌측 끝에 있다 그랬는데. 있어? 탈옥하지 못했네.
Hans Schielmann, I require some information from you.
So, who do we have here? The celebrated Sherlock Holmes himself. Do you know that for all the time I have spent rotting in here, you are my first and only visitor? I think this is cause for celebration. A confrontation between two geniuses, two
과대망상에 빠져있구만.
extraordinary minds.
I am afraid that you are not quite as great a chemist as you believe you are, Mr. Schielmann. I will not say that you never were. No, it was certainly true once. But you see, while you are whiling away your days in here,
바깥은
it
당신을
appears
뛰어넘은
that someone on the
나타났어.
outside
완전
is at the
이상이지만.
point of surpassing you, if that is not already the case.
자극하는 거죠.
Yes, I heard about that. A chemical poison that eats away at the flesh and provokes hysteria. I recognize talent when I see it, but it's only a matter of time before I win back my laurels. Believe me.
What can you tell me?
That depends on what you can bring to me.
What do you want?
Do you know why I am treated so harshly? For my meals, I am given nothing but a hunk of bread, and even then, not just any sort. The...
Get to the point.
Never interrupt me!
난리야.
Where was I? Oh yes, the bread. Did you know that with a little rye yeast, a pinch of moss, certain cockroach secretions,
중독시켰대?
just enough light
벌써?
and damp, with a few other ingredients that I will keep quiet about, I succeeded in poisoning half the staff here.
말도 안 돼.
Unfortunately, a little something was omitted, which would have made the results fatal.
아,
Instead,
그래서
it merely
이 직원들이
caused
약간 좀 맛이
acute attacks
갔구나.
of stress and powerful hallucinations. Even so, I got a great laugh out of watching them cry like babies when they saw their most primitive fears materializing before them.
You are a monster, Mr. Schielmann.
당신은 괴물이야,
Thank
셜만.
It wasn't a compliment.
Thank you.
But of course it was! You others, you ordinary, narrow-minded people, you are afraid of anything that you cannot comprehend. You call me a monster because what you find impossible to face is just the slightest fraction of my genius. If by monster you mean someone who is nothing like you, then it is a compliment.
펜.
What do you need?
Very little. Just something to write with. You see, my brain races like an engine with too many thoughts. I see them crackle and explode into thousands of formulae right in front of me. What a torture not to be able to write them down. What a hell to see them vanish just as quickly as they appear to me. Just bring me something that I can write with.
That's all. That seems an easy enough request to fulfill.
But listen, I don't want a vulgar inkwell and a pigeon's feather. No, I need material fit for my talent. I want my
뭔가
ink
그
pen.
잉크펜에
Bring
뭔가
it to
비밀이
me,
있나?
and I will be happy to pass on to you a little of my knowledge of modern chemistry.
Where is it?
It was confiscated upon my arrival here. I suppose it might be in my locker, in the locker room. Leave me now, and don't come back without my ink pen. See you soon, Mr. Holmes.
펜을 가져와야겠네. 얘들이 날 옆으로 끌어당기려고 지금 쳐다보고 있습니다.
Warden Mc...
도와줄 거 없어. 펜을 어떻게 가져오지?
I'm glad to have been...
Can you tell me where I might find the locker room?
In the corridor that leads to the director's office. That's where the prisoners' civilian stuff is held. But seeing the length of their sentences, they've little chance of ever getting it back.
수감실 열쇠.
Can you open the locker room for us?
탈실
We
열쇠.
would like to inspect Shieldman's personal items.
No, Mr. Holmes. I'm not responsible for that. You will find the keys in the secretary's
비서한테 가야
office.
되겠네.
See ya.
오케이.
The guards must spend...
카드 놈이 나고 총도 있네.
These weapons are obviously red.
비서한테 달라고 그래야겠는데 키를.
Miss, may we borrow the keys to the locker room?
You'll need authorization from the director to open that door. If you wait a moment, then I will inform him.
We will wait, thank you.
Anything new, Mr. Holmes? Is your investigation advancing?
수사.
Mr. Holmes, have you been able to get what you wanted from our lodger?
Not yet. We must first cast light upon a crucial point, and for that we require your help again.
What can I do?
사물함.
We need to examine Shieldman's civilian clothing.
Very well, but be extremely careful.
What do you mean?
In that madman's compartment, you will find a strange little coded case which refused point blank to open when he was incarcerated. We did try
열면
to
터지는 거
force
아니야?
it, but without success.
Didn't you ask the experts?
Of course we did. Experts from